there, viewers, and welcome to another episode of The Righteous Millionaire, where we teach you how to make money the right way. So today I want to talk about how you're going to survive the hyperinflation happening in the world. As we all know, there's a war going on in Ukraine, against Russia, and there's a lockdown in China for a while. And because of that, food commodities the prices of commodities has gone high. And there's also food shortages, there's fuel shortages, and a lot of countries are grappling with hyperinflation right now. So especially Africa, especially Gambia, we import a lot of things. We don't make a lot of things, we import a lot of things. So we are gonna be the worst hit of all the countries in the world. We are going to suffer more because of this war, because of these things that are happening thousands of miles away. So the question is, what are you going to do? What are we going to do to survive this hyperinflation? Because in reality, we see that prices are going up. We see that the cost of living is going up. So what are we going to do to survive during this period of time? That's the type of video I wanted to share with you guys. So number one is, we should all start spending less. We should understand that we're in a very hard time in the world. Things are going up, life is gonna get harder, so we should start spending less. So instead of buying everyday things, we should start thinking of buying bulk. Instead of eating outside, we should buy bulk. We should start learning how to cook. If you can cook, go on YouTube, watch videos, learn how to cook, be more, efficient with your money. Because the more you spend out there, and the more you spend out there, the more harder it's going to be for you to survive, especially if it's going to get worse. Because experts are predicting that, in the next 5 months or 6 months, things are gonna get, worse than they are today. And if, everybody is complaining now, food has increased, water has increased, all these things, even fertilizer for agriculture has increased. So because of those things, there's gonna be food shortages. Because if people are not farming more, because they have less fertilizer, meaning that they're not gonna be producing as much food as they did the years before. So by spending less and, buying in bulk, it will help you save your money more. So another thing we have to do is to change our lifestyles. Especially me, I think of myself, how am I going to change my lifestyle to deal with the times that we are today? So first thing I did was, I have to stop. You have to stop, all this clubbing, going expensive places, eating out in expensive restaurants, buying all these expensive things. At the end of the day, what's more important is your survival. And if the world is going this way, your income is not increasing. And because your income is not increasing and you go and you do all these expensive things, at the end of the day, it's going to affect you. It's going to affect your family. So you got to try to cut all these expensive outings you're doing, expensive shopping, expensive materials that you're buying, because at the end of the day, they're not going to help you. If there's hyperinflation, all those expensive materials are not going to help you, because at the end of the day, it's not food, it's not survival, it's not going to do anything but drag you back. So you have to start thinking about your spending, where you spend your money. Am I going to save more? Let me save smart. Let me spend smart instead of like spending it with emotion. I want this, I want that. You have to stop that if you want to survive, what's really coming, what's gonna really hit us, because that's reality. So another thing you can do is, whether you have a job, you go 9 to 5, or you have 2 jobs, or you have 3 jobs, or you have a business. What are you going to do with these things coming to us? That is, you have to start thinking of other ways to get money. You have to start thinking of other means for you to get money. It's not just the job you have. You can't just depend on the job you have. Because imagine your income is going to stay the same way. I mean, if you were budgeting 5,000 for food, and then everything has increased by double, now you're going to have to budget 10,000 for food, and your income is not increasing the same rate. So what are you going to do? Is you're going to have to look for other ways to get more money. That is, you have a 9 to 5 job, you have a job, yes, but look for another way to make money. So one of the other ways you can make money is to go online. There's online You can start an online business. Now you don't have to leave your house. You can be on the computer. You can start selling things. And if you say that you don't know about online business, you can go on YouTube. There's a lot of videos that you can make money from home. You can start an online business. Learn from these experts. They'll teach you how to have an online business. If you can't do online, if you're not into the internet, why don't you start buying and selling? Buying and selling means you have to buy commodities that people need. You can buy it from China, you can buy it from India, you can buy it from Senegal. Tobaski is coming. People are gonna want to, buy new materials and stuff. You can buy it from Senegal, you can buy it from Guinea. But remember, before you start buying, just make sure people are gonna buy it. Don't buy something that you cannot sell. So when you buy things that you want, you know that people are gonna need it. You buy it and then you can start reselling it so you can make a profit. So apart from the job, apart from the business you have other multiple sources of income. And also, I always say this, you can also learn a new skill, like learning how to do online business or learning how to, buy and sell is another skill that you can learn. So you can have more experience in case, you're not only depending on your salary income, you're not only dependent on your business profit, but you have other places where you're getting money. And in turn, eventually, it will help you survive what's really going on with the world right now with regards to the hyperinflation that is going on. So another thing you can do as a business or as a job is to be more aggressive in marketing. Now is the time that you have to be more aggressive with marketing. Before you just used to sit at your place and you wait for customers to come. So no more sitting in your place and waiting for customers to go. You have to go out and reach out to customers. You have to start doing. If you have a business and you're not doing marketing ads on social media, Facebook, Instagram, then you should start doing it. It's not expensive. A lot of people think these social media ads are expensive, but they're very cheap. For $200 you can make 10,000 people watch your ads. For just $50 there are ways that you can reach out to the customers. Try to get more better ads, pay people so that you can go and engage the customers. Another thing you can do is WhatsApp status. I see a lot of people, they post on WhatsApp, so they can show people, what they're really up to, what their business is really about on WhatsApp. Get to reach out to customers. Don't sit only at your shop. Go outside. Tell people about your business. When you go to settings, go network. Go to places where you know that your potential customers are going to be. If you have a sister, an aunt, uncle, a friend, anybody you meet, just tell them, okay, I'm selling this is what I do, this is what I'm about. So you can increase your portfolio, so you can go out and engage customers. Because the more customers you have, the more money you have, so you can go through really what's coming. It's not about sitting down and complaining. So the next thing is free time. I don't think what we're going through right now, people should be sleeping or having free time. No, it's not good. You do not think of this time like free time. You don't have free time. Your time is to be hustling. You should be hustling more. You should be marketing more. You should be working harder than you've ever worked in your life. Because there's only two ways of thinking of this. It's either you sit down, you complain, you're like, okay, things are going higher. I don't know, some people, they blame the president, some people, no, it's not the president, it's the whole world. The country is going down. Sri Lanka is going down right now. Lebanon is in another crisis. Turkey, their money has devalued a lot. There's a lot of countries going through stuff. So who are us? And then we don't even prepare for it. We don't have any things in place to prepare for it. So we're going to be feeling the worst of what's happening in the world. So now is not the time to sit down and chill and relax and do other things. Now is the time for you to go out there and try to figure out how can you make more money? How can you hustle? How can you survive with your family? So that's what you have to spend your time doing. Another thing is your mentality. It's all about the mind. I remember during the COVID-19, I was so into the negativity, listening to the news, listening to people complaining, prices are high, we are tired, you think, as long as you're complaining and you're not freeing your mind, that's living in negativity. And what that makes you, it makes you suffer more. You die so many times, you suffer it. And so what you're supposed to do is to be more positive minded. Stay away from the complaining. Stay away from, blaming other people. You should try to work, to strive to take care of yourself and your family, because that is number one priority. Yourself and your family is your number one priority. So you should be striving more to take care of yourself. Prepare yourself mentally. It's not about the complaining. Like I said, it's not about listening to people. It's not about blaming the president. It's not about blaming Africa. It's not about blaming the war. It's not about, you cannot do anything about these things. But the only thing you can change is yourself and the way you think of things and how you can benefit yourself and your family. And like I said, you should help yourself. It's coming. I know it's coming. So what I'm really doing right now is trying to see how I could increase my income by increasing the activities that I'm doing. I'm no longer, going clubbing, chilling. Okay, and another thing is if you're addicted to drugs and cigarettes and alcohol and these things, you should try to cut it as much as possible, because you spending money on these things, at the end of the day, it's not going to benefit you, because you're taking out so much money instead of you understanding reality and being in reality. Right now is the time to be sober. Right now is the time to be focused. Right now is the time for you to get up, to hustle hard, so you can save yourself and save your family. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you don't look at the elephant in the room and you ignore it. The elephant in the room is things are going to get worse. We all know things are going to get worse. The stock market, even right now, is going down. Everything is going down. So what are you going to do is you got to get up. You got to keep fighting. You got to struggle hard. And so you can take care of yourself and you can take care of your family. Thank you very much for watching.